We live.
She ain't lesbian for P, she third lesbian.
But if you don't stop singing that fucking song,
Hey,
I'm fucking dead.
bro, welcome y'all. New chapter Run a Girlfriend came out, chapter 222. I'm gonna call this the messiest chapter thus far. Mommy is a fucking goon. I hate her with all my heart, and I just want to pray for the nigga Kazuya because now he gotta explain to everybody shit that he shouldn't have to explain like this. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. That nigga gave up on everything. How you gonna make this nigga give up? Then make him go through this. At this point, bro, he probably gonna actually drown himself in that pool.
Yeah,
It's done.
He's definitely going through it, and like how it happened. I look, like I said in a couple reviews, like mommy is like what's kind of saving the story right now, but I'm not really too sure if like this was messy. Like she dropped the phone on purpose, kept walking, like oops, oh my god. So like, and then everybody's looking at it and everybody's reactions. So it's a lot of like facial reactions this chapter. That was mostly what the panels were about. But Kibei's reaction, fucking hilarious. That nigga said, the fuck? But like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering how everybody's gonna take this. She could have literally waited till after the trip. Like these motherfuckers ain't even packed their bags yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this
they
is
about to do their final activity of the trip. This nigga, he literally said at the very least, you know, maybe since everything went downhill this trip, maybe at the very least I can make my final memory a happy one.
right.
Then she do this messy shit.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
can't.
saying. And he said he regrets confessing and all that stuff like that. So he's dealing with a ton of emotions. But I think with his emotions that he's going through right now, I think it's actually a good thing that he ends up in this position because now he doesn't have to be so wishy-washy. Now he's gonna have to take a stand and defend himself.
This is when his villain arc begins. This nigga Kazuya is no longer a hero, bro. At this moment, I'm gonna air out everybody. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this. You put the pressure on me. You neglected me. You rejected my confession. You a messy bitch.
Yeah.
Right, just air it out one by one.
And it's
Kiba
like,
just like, you my nigga.
right. I think Kibei's gonna be like the voice of reason here. Him and the grandma. I think the parents are gonna be sad because, like, they spilled a lot of their family's like lineage,
Secrets,
and all that
emotions,
stuff
and
like
all
that,
that
like,
shit.
because they thought the shit was real, like. So I think they're just gonna be hurt. I think they're just gonna be like Kazuya, how could you do this? I think grandma's gonna be hurt, but she's gonna be like, all right, what the fuck is this type shit? Like, is this fake or anything like that? But I mean, I may be wrong because sometimes the author takes us in a different direction. I think she's actually gonna ask mommy, like, why would you do this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if nobody notices that this was on purpose, I think I'm gonna have a problem with that. Because I don't like people doing shady shit in writing or movies or games and then never get, like, confronted about it.
I think mommy's gonna spend this to her advantage too, because it's like, because you can sit there and just ask, like, why are you scrolling through this right now of all times, like, and stuff like that. She could be like, oh, I could just be checking it out and stuff like that. Like, I found out about it, but, you know, I didn't want to tell nobody, but, like, I caught myself off guard. So, you know, I was just going to keep it a secret to myself, but then I accidentally dropped my phone. Like, you know how she gets. She always spins it to where these people can never, like, actually get the real answer out of her.
Right.
The only time that you get the real emotions out this bitch when she's speaking, not even speaking, when she's like just telling the actual truth, is through fucking Twitter.
Right.
Through that private account. So obviously she gonna spin it to her favor, stuff like that. Kazuya gotta explain the whole situation to everybody. Now he has to like come up like there's so much that came from this trip. Like there's a lot of money that went into this trip. There's a lot of money that went into like Mizuhara in general. Like they gonna be like, nigga, do you pay all that like his allowance? They're like, we give you an allowance and you've been buying this girl as a
dude. I didn't even think of that. Like
like there's so much that is about to happen to this nigga that he has to sit there and explain, and it's just like, it's all, and you know what's the most fucked up thing about it too? It's all on him, even though he been trying to end it the longest out of everybody there. He been wanting this shit to end.
Yeah.
He just caught feelings with the girl, stuff like that. So like if we being completely honest, he been wanted this shit to end for the longest time. He on multiple occasions like, I need to end this shit. She put him in a position where he couldn't end this shit too.
Right. Nah, she has some blame too, cause he look, she's tried to cut it off once.
Mm-hmm.
I might be forgetting the second time, but at the most 2 times. He's tried to cut it off for a fact twice, and she denied like cutting it off, because I think that was her self-defense, like mechanism kicking in. Like, okay, I don't want to leave him, but I don't necessarily like him, but I like being around him, but I don't, because her emotions, she doesn't know what the fuck she wants either. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I had to give Kazuya credit. There's a panel in this where he's thinking back, because I haven't even realized, like, dog, it's been a year since this has been going on. So, like, the panel where he's thinking about, like, the New Year's gift that he got, the Christmas week and all that stuff like that for winter. And he says, I've been surrounded by girls. He already knows, like, his relationship with mommy is done. He knows that he's going to tell Mizuhara when they get back, we're going our separate ways. And then the third is like that I have to give him points on. He was like, yo, I can't leave the Ruka situation like this either. Like, I need to talk to her and clear everything up. Like, and he's like, I'm going to be alone. So the fact that he's like gonna be like, I'm not just gonna do the rebound shit. I'm just gonna tell everybody, like, look, I need to do my own thing, blah, 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 blah. Like, I gotta give him points. A little bit of credit for that. A small, teensy, like, ounce for that. Like,
and it's so fucked up, too, because it's like, you would think at first, like, at the beginning of this manga, he was doing shit for selfish reasons, right? But now the only reason why shit went this far and long into it is because there's a little bit of selfishness in it. It's like, because he really likes the girl, so obviously you want to do a lot for the girl he likes. But everything else has been for, like, everybody else. He been doing everything for everybody else. He been doing this shit for his grandma. He been doing this shit for Ruka. Like, the whole situation, he told Ruka multiple times, I do not like you, and this, that, and the third, but still keeps her around because she won't let go of him. Then the whole thing with mommy and stuff like that, like, if anything, in reality, if I was him, I wouldn't want mommy around me at all, or my family. But, like, you know what I'm saying? He just thinks of her as this, like, good, quote-unquote, good girl, so of course that she gonna say. But, like, when it comes to the situation with mommy and she needed help and stuff like that, he will help her too.
Right.
Like, this whole thing right now, I feel like it's kind of shitty, because it's like, mommy trying to tear this nigga down, like, because of everybody else's expectations and wants for him.
right.
And stuff like that. Nobody, like, every time he has stepped up and been like, bro, I don't want to do this, or like, I need to confess, stuff like that, he always gets shut down.
Right.
All the time.
He gets shut down all the time.
Nobody ever listens to this nigga. Now he's in a situation where it's like they want the truth out of him, but then it's like, what the fuck? Even if he tells the complete truth, who the fuck gonna listen?
But sometimes you gotta, like, blame that on him, because, like, it doesn't take that much to be like, yo, can I have 5 minutes? Maybe 10 if you're nice enough. Like, god damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he always just folds under pressure. And now I think I know why he does that in life, because his family puts an insane amount of pressure on him. Like, you gotta get married, we gotta meet the girl, we gotta do this with the girl, you gotta, like, do good in school, you know what I'm saying? You're on the allowance, you're on all this stuff like that. It's like he's under a whole lot of, like, pressure and, like, obviously sexual frustration, because every girl he looks at, he's, like, fantasizing about doing something against. Like, it's not exactly easy for this. And, like, this whole situation, I think, is gonna make, obviously, because it's character development, but it's gonna make him a better person in the end, because he, like, his progression in 220 chapters haven't gone as fast as we, the fan base, may like, but the train's moving at least. You know what I'm saying? It's moved from where it used to be, and you know what I'm saying? I think this is exactly what we needed to jumpstart this story, and the author did say in 2022 he was gonna start kicking things up a notch. I cannot wait for next Monday, because I'm excited to see where the fuck this goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna do what? Like, I can't even predict, like, who I think's gonna do what. Because everybody's got a whole 180 like right now. So Mizuhara, I don't know how she's a good actor, but I don't know how she's gonna act her way out of this.
Like what they gonna tell him? Like
Right.
what they gonna be like? They'll be like, so you been doing Rental Girlfriend for acting reasons and stuff like
Right.
that. So like, but then it's like it's gonna be it's all of this is shady.
Now,
All of this is shady because it's a secret that they kept. And like, it's what do they do? What do they do in this situation? They got to spill the beans.
and I want to see what the fuck Ruka's gonna do. Is she gonna take this opportunity to try to slide in and be like, yeah, I knew I was his real girlfriend, I was playing along with it too. But then when that happens, Kibe is gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck? He gonna have the same reaction as, not Kibe, but the rat
Oh,
dude.
dude with the rat
Yeah,
teeth.
he gonna be
He'll
like, the
"Bitch,
fuck?
what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then Kibe is gonna be like, well, what's that about? Like, everybody's laundry should come out, because now I like if this is what we're gonna do. Like for me, like I'm gonna take the time to explain to my family, but I'm gonna pull the sheets off on mommy too. Like, bitch, you not getting away as the
As like you like the fucking
Yeah.
like the just squeaky clean and all of this and
Right.
stuff like that.
You feel
Because you
what I'm
been new.
Yeah,
You
like-
been new too.
like, and it's just OD. And she,
Like
I
I
mean,
said,
if you want Kazuya back that bad, bitch, just say that. Like, you ain't gotta do all that.
right.
You ain't gotta
Or
do all
if
that.
anything, at this point, Kazuya need to air out everybody in this bitch. Because like the moment when Ruka does some shit like that, in Kazuya's situation, he's too nice. But if I was this nigga, I'd be like, bitch, hold the fuck on. Cause I've been told you I didn't want you. I've been told you to chill out on that. You want me. And I said no. And you keep coming after me. There's situations where she put this nigga in real bad situations of like, you know, sexually teasing this nigga
Right,
on some real shit. And then this nigga was like, bro, chill out.
right.
Like, you making a hasty decision and doing shit that I'm not with that.
Right.
Chill out. Like, again, that's another situation of like, these niggas don't listen to this nigga.
Right, at all.
They just keep doing what they want to do.
So, and that's another thing too. I wonder, this is because look, he's wrong, but he's not entirely wrong.
Yeah, it's
Like, and I
just-
know I'm kind
it's-
of reaching, but it's like everybody in this has something to do with this.
the only nigga that ain't got shit to do with this is Kibe.
That's it.
He just here for the ride and stuff like
Yeah.
that. All that nigga did was give that nigga emotional support on a relationship he thought was real and try to help him out and make him realize how good of a life he really got and stuff like that. The issue with all of that is stuff like that. Like the only one that should really be completely 100% hurt in the situation is Kibe. Rat teeth nigga, he knows some shit. He knows the situation, so he kept quiet and stuff like that. Ruka won't listen to no fucking body. Mizuhara kept pushing the thing along just like he did.
Right.
Mommy just sneaky. The
Right.
grandparents and the parent, bro, too much pressure on their child and not hearing when this nigga's just like, yo, like, I'm not, like, you're not really listening to me and you put all this shit on me and they expect me to do all this shit. Like, I just got the girlfriend for, like, with the mommy situation. I just got this girlfriend and you want to meet her after, like, a month or two of dating. Don't you think that's a lot of pressure on her?
And then,
True.
and then it's so fucked up because it's like when you look at the phone, it's like not only did she go to top, then search girlfriends, then inserted her name. Like somebody has. I swear to God, if maybe mommy doesn't get like nobody questions her actions this next chapter, I'm gonna be hot because I'm like, she's obviously doing this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And she tried to do it sneakily to make it look like, oh, my phone fell out of my bag. I didn't want it to come out like this. But then she's
Bitch, I'm
fucking,
scrolling through a couple pictures too if we
Yeah.
looking at a career for real.
yeah. And then you standing behind him like Dr. Doom in the final fucking panel and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting up here like, oh, this bitch. Like I can't stand her, but I love her at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's a conflicted character, but like at the same time, it's just how she goes about it. I would have preferred her to just go straight to the grandma and say something instead of just letting this shit slip and fall out in front. Not everybody needs to know this.
Bro, she
You know-
did it in a way because like it's so fucked up how she did it. Cause literally the only person that will know the complete truth on this girl is Mizuhara.
Right.
But then this is another factor of Mizuhara's fault. She let this shit go on the longest
Right.
out of everybody. Cause she hid the truth from this nigga Kazuya, and this nigga Kazuya thinks shit is sweet when shit really not sweet. Cause at the beginning, Kazuya was like, wasn't there an issue with Mizuhara and mommy?
Right.
And then Mizuharu's over here like, oh my god, mommy, it's cold water. And then he's like, oh, okay, everything's fine.
Yeah, she should have fucking told him. Me and you spoke about that, like, in that review. Like, the fact that you could have took 5 minutes out to explain to him what the fuck happened. Like, and this is the reason why this happened. Because they were supposed to be working as a team. Both of them have their own. They was like, okay, well, we're going to individually try to figure this out on our own. And their plans are conflicting with one another because they're not fucking talking to one another. And another issue I got is like, okay, I got a feeling that Ruka's going to try to capitalize on this. She's going to try to be like, well, you know, I'm his real girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Like, because look at her face. Like, she's like, I mean, maybe she's shocked because the phone hit the ground. And she's like, what, a secret's out? But she's like giving that whole like, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, it's time.
Yeah,
it's
like, you know
time,
what I'm saying? Like, a bitch just trying to slide up in there. Like, and then, like, if you look at the panel, like, the most two shocked people, obviously, is Mizuhara and Grandma's fucking devastated. I haven't seen a face like this in a manga chapter in a long, not since Ace died in One Piece. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, she is, like, devastated looking at this fucking phone. And then you got Mamie in the final panel, looking like Dr.
Just walking.
Yeah, just keep walking.
No,
like,
knowing the chaos she just done caused. Like, she's not looking around and stuff like that. The only one that's not looking back is Mamie, because Mamie knows what she did. Because Mamie gonna just be like, oh, what's happening, everybody? Y'all good? Everybody having a good day? Oh no, the secret's out. Oh my goodness. On some whack shit, bro.
Right.
Like, oh my god, this shit's fucked up. After this nigga, bro, imagine this, bro. After this nigga just got done crying his heart out 2 chapters ago. Yeah. He got to deal with this shit. Like, this entire trip has been a let's see how badly we can shit on Kazuya for real trip.
Right, that's what it is. I mean, you know, for me,
because it feels like nobody else is gonna face no repercussions for none of this.
And
like,
that's what's painting me. Because if they're the only two that get in trouble, like. And they at this point maybe they should be, but boy, I swear to God, if Ruka and Mommy dirty laundry don't get brought to light, because I read like in the Discord a couple people was like, well, hey, Ruka better stop looking surprised because the jig is up on her next chapter too, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I'm like, okay, cool. But, like, if nobody notices that Mommy did this on purpose, because you can even tell by the way she's standing there, like, what is she going to say? If she turns around and is like, does that cute girl act that she did when she came to the pool, like, oh my God, my phone came out, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. I swear to God. Like, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, that's definitely what's gonna happen. But overall,
it's so fucked up because like I could just tell right now all of this shit, like they gonna pin all this on that boy Kazuya, and I'm gonna hate it because I'm gonna hate it so much. But then what's gonna hurt me the most is because the grandma was already feeling some self guilt for a lot of the shit that she's done. And she realized it like in this arc too, that she has a lot of responsibility in this and stuff like that. So if she starts feeling guilty for it too, I'ma feel bad too, because it's not on her really for like it's on her, but not to the fullest extent. Like it's a situation where everybody gotta take responsibility for what they did, but I feel like they're gonna shift blame somehow all onto this nigga Kazuya. Like I feel like he's gonna have to take the bullet for all of this shit. For everybody to be happy, because he always does that shit.
He's the conduit for a lot of everybody else's emotions, but never has a way to get his out other than Mizuhara. But
and even then with Mizuhara, bro, he don't even tell her how he like this entire like the entirety of all of this, bro. He don't tell nobody how he be feeling. He keeps all that in his head and be like if we being honest, bro, he has the most repressed emotions out of everybody, because everybody else is able to air out how they feel and stuff like that. And the only 2 people that don't really do that 3 people that don't do that often is Mommy, because she's keeping up a facade, Mizuhara, because she don't know how to handle her emotions, and then Kazuya, who is like, I want to tell everybody everything, but it's like I can't. Like it's either they're not gonna listen, or every time I try to, I get closed out. Right. Like, you know how hurtful that shit is, bro. In his situation where you just can't speak, bro. This shit fucked up. Like, this is really fucked up. Now he's forced to tell everybody how he it's always gonna be bad. I air the whole motherfucker. I air out everybody. I air out all the couples that was minding they business.
Yeah, nigga, what's everybody getting framed?
I be like, hey, you bitch ass niggas over there, that's happy as shit. I hope you stay happy, because look at what's going on over here. Me and my family going through it.
Everybody getting flamed, bro. I'm telling you right now. But we're going to have to wait till next week to do that. Overall, for me, chapter was.
That's
I
a
give
9
it-
out of 10 chapter.
Yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 because it felt short.
But
Not including the advertisements and the cover page and all that stuff like that. Like this was a short chapter.
yeah,
or
it's
it felt
definitely a 9
short
out of
at
10.
least. So yeah, we're gonna get it a 9 out of 10. I was very, very impressed. Can't wait for next week. I'm Luke Gainsbourg TN. That's KiddxStar, and we'll see y'all guys on the next review.
Deuces.